Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to 2024. It is a new year, and today's episode is all about how you can make shit happen in 2024, how you can make your dreams come true, stop wishing and hoping, and actually make it happen for you this year. And you know what? I'm going to share with you the secret on how you can do that. Are you ready for this? Because listen, you might look back on 2023 and, maybe you didn't quite accomplish the things that you wanted. Maybe you're wishing and hoping that you did a couple things that you didn't get around to. Now, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to share with you the highly probable reason why you didn't get around to those things. Maybe you had health and wellness goals. Maybe you wanted to become more active. Maybe you wanted to get more healthy and fit. Maybe you wanted to look for a new job. Maybe you wanted to take more vacations. Maybe you wanted to start that side hustle. Maybe you wanted to create a new program for your business. But somehow all the months passed and you didn't quite get around to it. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you the probable reason why. You ready for it? Listen up. Fear. That is it. Fear. It is highly probable that you didn't get around to doing the shit you want to do, all the amazing things that you want to happen in your life because you were afraid. Let that sink in for a second. You may be afraid. You may have fear when you think about doing the thing you want to do, doing the thing you'd love to do, doing the thing that you know is going to make you happy. And I'm here to tell you, this is normal. I'm here to tell you that fear is normal. Self-doubt is normal. Negative self-talk, imposter syndrome. These things happen. And when do they happen? They happen when you're trying something new, when you're stepping outside your comfort zone. So let's just say you have a goal. You have a goal. You're an entrepreneur. You had a goal in 2023 that you're going to launch a new type of program. You're going to launch a new program to offer your clients, also to offer new potential clients, right? Yet you never got around to it. You drafted some ideas. You just never made it happen. And why didn't you make it happen? I've been here. I've been in that position. Why didn't I make it happen? Well, quite honestly, I was afraid that the program might fail. And by fail, I mean that clients wouldn't join, that I wouldn't get people to join. I was afraid that people wouldn't get the results that I hoped that they would get. I was afraid that people wouldn't take me seriously, wouldn't take my program seriously, that people would think it's too expensive. These were all thoughts that I've had in the past when I was launching things for my business. And these are thoughts that stopped me in my tracks. And you very well may have intrusive thoughts, these negative thoughts that are stopping you too. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about fear. Why and how does fear stop you from accomplishing what you want? Let's talk about how it actually happens, how it manifests through your body, so you start to understand why fear is a major thing that's probably been holding you back. And I'm telling you, you probably made up a lot of other excuses as to why you haven't done the things you need to do. Maybe you're saying, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I'm not ready yet. Sound familiar? I said those too. I said all those things too. But the reality was I was afraid. So let's talk about fear and how the mind works. If you are listening to this podcast for the first time, Thank you for listening. And you are going to get very familiar with how the mind works because I'm often reminding you in episodes so that you can better learn how you can improve, how you can start to work with the fear, work through the fear, because spoiler alert, the fear ain't going anywhere. The fear ain't going anywhere, honey. I hate to say it, but it really is not going anywhere because you're always going to grow and evolve. And every single time you're growing, stepping outside your comfort zone, that's an opportunity for fear and self-doubt to come in. So fear and self-doubt shows up in the form of thoughts. I listed off a whole bunch. So negative self-talk, that is a form of fear. Imposter syndrome, that is a form of fear. And what is that? This is when you're thinking, that little sneaky thing inside your brain is saying, no, 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 you can't do that. Why would you do that? People are going to judge you. People aren't going to accept you. You're never going to get the clients that you want. You're never going to be successful. Your business is going to fail, blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh. I could just go on and on and on. And the second you have one thought, you're not just going to think, oh, I'm not going to be successful. You're going to have multiple thoughts. It's going to go down that rabbit hole like a tornado. And so when you have these thoughts, these negative thoughts, when you're thinking, I'm never going to be successful, people are never going to join my program, people are going to judge me, they're never going to take me seriously, how are you going to be feeling? Your thoughts create feelings in your body. If you're thinking those, you're going to feel like absolute trash. You're going to feel like a piece of garbage. You're going to feel unsuccessful, unmotivated, stuck, spinning your wheels. And then if you're feeling that way, you act based off how you feel. Every single action we take is driven by a feeling. And your feelings come from how you think. So remember, if we're thinking I'm not successful, I'm never going to get the clients, I'm never going to be the weight I want, I'm never going to hit my goals, and you're feeling crappy, unmotivated, depressed, anxious, well, your actions are going to reflect that. So, newsflash, hello, are you hearing this? The reason you haven't hit your 2023 goals, the reason you may have not hit those is because of what was going on in your mind. You may have not really believed that you were capable of achieving those goals. So what did you do? You convinced yourself you weren't capable. You convinced yourself it wasn't going to work out. You made that up. You made it up. And this is the crazy thing about your mind, is that when you worry about something, when you're worried that something's not going to be successful, when you're worried that people are going to judge you, when you're worried that you're not going to succeed at your health and wellness goals, you know what worry is? Worry is made up. Worry comes from your own imagination, that you yourself, the only person in your mind, you made that shit up. So the good news is if you can make up worry, if you can make up every worst case scenario, well, then you're capable of also creating best case scenario. What if it did work out better than I could have ever imagined? What if it did work out better than you could have ever imagined? So here's what I'm telling you need to start doing, okay? So we know now that possibly the reason you didn't hit those 2023 goals is because deep down inside of you, you were afraid. You had fear. It felt scary. You also may have not had the support that you need around you, a safe space to share your ideas, a safe space to ideate, to collaborate. You know, maybe you're sharing your ideas with what I call dream killers, people that just want to keep you at their low frequency. They're not dreaming, so they don't want you to dream. So it's possible that you're in that situation. And you know what? I've been there too. I was in that exact same situation, not having the support, being afraid to move forward, spinning my wheels, questioning everything, thinking every negative thought possible. Even though in my life I had succeeded, I had had great success in my life for whatever reason, I was struggling to accept this as an entrepreneur. So this is what you need to do. Get your pen, get your paper, because I'm going to tell you right now what you need to do. Are you ready for this? You need to be afraid and do it anyway. You hear me? If you feel afraid, that's okay. I say it's okay. You're going to agree it's okay. And you are going to do it anyway. Let's talk through this. So if you're afraid to do something, you're only afraid because it's something new, likely, right? You've not done it before, or you've at least not successfully shown yourself or successfully seen that you can do it. This is simply being a beginner. You need to accept that maybe at this new thing, this new goal that you have, this stretch that you're going for, you've got this great goal. You know, you want it. You want that so bad. It would feel so good. But you've never felt it before. You've never done those things before. And that's okay. Because I'm here to tell you, you've done a lot of hard shit in your life. You've worked through a lot of shit. You have come out on top. You have learned lessons. You've grown, you've evolved, and look at the amazing person you are right now. You're capable. You are absolutely capable of working with the fear, working through the fear, knowing that you can get through it. You will get through it. You will come out on top. But what you have to do is you have to take the steps. You need to take action, even though you feel afraid. Now, let me tell you from experience, this can be really hard when you try to do it alone. It can feel almost impossible. And I know that I was most held back when I tried to do everything by myself. And when I saw everyone around me as competition. When I started my business, I had to stop following certain Instagram accounts because it was triggering. I would see that they were getting new clients and I was like, when's it my turn? Like, what is going on? What am I doing wrong? If they're getting all the clients, then there's not going to be enough for me. And here's the thing. That is not the right mentality. You know what mentality that is? That's scarcity. That's scarcity. And when you have a mindset like that, you start to make decisions that are out of fear. And I mean, not good fear here. Like you're feeling anxious and you are not thinking very clearly because you feel like all the resources, all those clients are running out and you need to snatch them. You need to hold on to your clients so hard that, you don't allow yourself to breathe. So where everything changed for me was when I started to get a support system. I realized as an entrepreneur that, I can't talk about some things with my group of friends. They just don't get it. They don't want to talk about the business shit I want to talk about, okay? No one needs to talk about balancing my books in QuickBooks. No one wants to talk about my new branding, right? Like, my friends are happy to hear about projects I'm doing, but honestly, I'm not going to bore them with those details. And they're not even in this line of business either. They're not entrepreneurs themselves. So I really realized that I needed to surround myself with other entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs that had businesses that inspired me so I could learn from them. So I joined some amazing communities. And the most beautiful thing about these communities was that it was a safe space to share my goals. They even encouraged me to dream bigger. Dream bigger. I was limiting myself because you'll do it too. You're going to limit yourself. When you want to dream, you're going to be like, no, that's too far. No, I can't have that. Oh my God, own 5 beach villas? Like, no, that can't happen. It's your freaking dream. You want 5 beach villas? You got 5 beach villas. Like, who cares? You can do whatever you want. These communities were like, yes, Jane. Yes, and what else do you want? Yes, and let's go further. Yes, and oh my God, amazing. I see this for you. Oh my God, this is beautiful. You can do this. You're going to do this. It's going to happen for you. These are the types of things that the people in the community were saying to me. These are the types of things that the coaches I was working with were saying to me. Wow, what a difference. Because I would share my dreams sometimes with some of my friends, and they would question it. They'd be like, oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, I heard the coaching industry is one of the most saturated markets. Good luck. Like, that's not what you want to hear when you're starting your career as a life coach. Those are not things you want to hear. And when I was in these communities, they supported me. And the most beautiful thing was that they believed in me before I believed in myself. And we're talking about fear, self-doubt, imposter syndrome. This is the topic today because this is what's been holding you back from hitting your goals last year. And you're not going to make that mistake this year because I'm sharing with you exactly what you can do. This is what you got to do. You want to start. One of the easiest ways to up your vibe, one of the easiest ways to get on a higher frequency is to surround yourself with people that are on the higher frequency. You want to do great shit in your business? Surround yourself with people that are doing great shit in their business. And go to those communities. Immerse yourself in them. Learn from these people. Share your ideas. Get feedback from them. Honestly, this was a game changer for me. I mean, just seeing what these people were accomplishing gave me motivation to do things for myself. Seeing what they were doing completely shifted my mindset, along with the coaching and encouragement of the coach in this community. And lots of, time. It didn't just happen overnight, but it shifted my perspective. I stopped seeing everyone as competition. Let me tell you, every single person's community is basically a coach of some form. So I didn't see them as competition anymore because I learned that there's an abundance of clients for me. There are more people in the world than there is enough time for me to even coach. So there is an abundance of clients out there. And I realized that more good things started to come to me when I started to celebrate all the incredible wins of all the amazing people I was surrounded by. I was excited for them when something good happened. A win for them was a win for me because it got me feeling good. It got me into a better energy, which eventually I was able to create myself. I started to create that energy myself. And how? Because I started to switch my thinking. I did tell you that worry is something that you make up in your mind. So let me tell you this. You have a choice. You have a choice to think negatively or to think positively. Fear and self-doubt is inevitable. The more you push yourself, the more you strive to be better, the more you step outside of that comfort zone, the more likely you are to feel fear, to feel self-doubt, to feel imposter syndrome. But the great thing is, if you have the right community around you, and let me just tell you this as well, you just need like one person. If you have a cheerleader that reminds you how great you are, that reminds you of the amazing things that you've accomplished up to this moment, that reminder is enough to shift your thinking from a negative thought into a positive. You have the power. Just like you can choose a negative over a positive thought, you have that power. So choose it. And when you start to choose to think more positively, when you start to choose to surround yourself with who you want to become, the people that align to who you want to be, what's going to happen? You're going to feel so much better. Your frequency, when I say your frequency, it's your energy. We vibrate. We are energy. We vibrate at different frequencies. The better you feel, the higher your frequency, the more you attract other things that feel good, that are at that frequency back to you. So are you hearing me? Get into that good energy. Don't do it alone. I'm telling you, do not stop right now. Stop doing everything alone. Seek out a community. Seek it out, because honestly, it will be a game changer for you. It is going to be a game changer because it is going to help you when you feel afraid. This community is going to help you to continue to take those steps forward and to do it anyway. And I want to share something exciting with you, because maybe you're listening to this, you're an entrepreneur, you have been doing a lot of things alone, you've been feeling alone, because I know entrepreneurship can feel lonely. You may think that there's a lot of competition around you. You might have that urgency and scarcity mindset, and that's okay. I was there. You may be questioning everything you're doing. You may be spinning your wheels and you just can't quite find that momentum that you need. Here's what you can do. This month, late January, I am launching an incredible mastermind. It's called Elevate Mastermind. It's a 12-week program that I am running with Claire Garner. She's an incredible entrepreneur. She's created multiple six-figure businesses. She's a complete fucking boss. She's amazing. Her energy is like, hello, I want your energy. It is so good. Honestly, I can't get enough of her. We are doing some incredible things this year, and it's kickstarting with this masterclass. So this mastermind, not masterclass. This mastermind is, as I mentioned, 12 weeks, and the whole goal is collaboration. Collaboration over competition. We are going to help you not only elevate yourself, but elevate your business. This is why it's called the Elevate Mastermind, because you are truly going to take yourself to the next level. And what we're going to do in this mastermind is you're going to take a goal. You've got a vision. You've got your vision board. Let's take it down off the wall. Let's take it out. You've got it. We're going to take something on that and make it happen. Because I've made my dreams, my goals, my reality, and I've done it through taking action. And I could have never, ever taken the action myself I was too afraid. I was pushing myself so far that I was afraid. And now look at where I am now. All right. Amazing things have happened. Amazing things have happened for me in the last year. I've become an international speaker. I started my podcast. You know, I have also been featured on the cover of a magazine. I've had articles published. It's just insane. I've taken vacations. I've started to truly create the free life that I want. I felt abundant. I've had money flowing to me. The transformation that has happened for me is just incredible. And it can happen for you too. It absolutely can. Claire and I are here to hold your hand because, you know, we got dreams too. We're afraid too. We're afraid because we're stretching ourselves to even higher levels, and collaboratively together, it's going to be the highest vibe. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And lucky for you, you're getting the inside scoop right here. So in the show notes, you're going to find a link that you can join the waitlist. If you're interested in learning more, reach out to me on Instagram, send me a DM. I got lots of information about it. Claire and I are going to be sharing a lot through the month of January on this. So this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to step into your next level. This is your opportunity to join an incredible community so you don't feel alone anymore, so that you can truly make your dreams your reality. So you can truly work through all your doubts, be afraid, and do it anyway.